Hello, hello, hello. It's good to see you all. How's everybody doing? Let me get my phone where I can see you guys. Give me a second. I can at least see comments. Hi, Jay. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Jan. So, cool stuff happening tonight. I have really cool scrunchie kits. I don't know if y'all can see this. Can they see this? Okay. I have really cool. Hello, Elena. I have really cool scrunchie kits. Sorry. Super awesome. This one is one I made earlier. I got out on my bullet fabric and was making some scrunchies. So I'm going to do this as the first givey here. And then I also have all our bag kits, okay? So my plan is to talk about the bags, run the bag kits, not necessarily demo a bag. I might demo a scrunchie if y'all want me to, but I do have some scrunchie kits ready. Here. I got a plug right here. And if y'all are, if there's absolutely no interest in that, we can just skip it and move on to a bag. You know what I mean? Situation. Y'all just let me know. Pretty fun. Everything in my fabric room is really dusty with thread fur. Lots and lots of thread dust. You're doing your stretches. Jan, how is your knee doing? I hope it's doing well. Abby, welcome in. Matt, can you go get a top handle tote, a large and a mini, and a cosmetic bag? That way we'll have a display. What is it?
I was in thought.
What all are you guys interested in me demoing how I make scrunchies? See or no? Yes or no? Anybody interested in that? I do it with the burrito method. Tracy, yes? Okay. So I've got some fabrics over here laid out. These are all bullet fabrics that I'm going to use to make a few that I'm going to sell. And so I'm going to do that for you guys. Let me get this screen turned on where I can see.
Clutch with a handle.
I don't have any kits for that, but I could do them out of those folded pieces. We can show the bags we have.
You want to show them? Well, we've showed those so many times.
Yeah.
And you're not selling one of those, so no sense in getting it out.
What?
The bags, big hobo bags.
Oh, I don't mind selling them. They just haven't sold. I don't guess I understand what you're saying, Mom. The hobo bags, I know, and they can sell. Hold on, guys. Sorry, we're just having all this conversation like y'all aren't here. Sorry about that. I hate when that happens. Okay, so the first thing we'll do, as soon as the givey runs, the givey is for this scrunchie that I made a little bit earlier. It's a pink, fooey pink, like Victoria's Secret faux Victoria's Secret scrunchie. And then I have some scrunchie kits made up. In a scrunchie kit, you get everything you need to make 2 scrunchies for $6, which is kind of a good deal, right? Like, I think that's a pretty good deal. Pretty good deal. We're good, Leilani. How are you? How are you enjoying that new machine? Get in the Givey if you're interested in the scrunchie.
Leilani, you have to go on Hancock of Paducah and look at the
Pulling it.
What is it called, Risa?
Steampunk.
Steampunk fabric.
Melvina, congratulations. This is coming to you.
Oh my gosh, Leilani. It is bad to the bone. Steampunk. Who does it?
I don't remember.
We got one.
I don't remember. Okay, guys, let's chat for a minute. Which one should I do? I've got black and white dolly. Black and white dolly. Cheetah print dolly. Parton. I've got bomb pops. I've got gorgeous floral. And I've got pink signature dolly. Which one should I make for y'all live? Scrunchie. These are scrunchies.
The one we got, Leilani, was
Okay.
Timeless Treasures Down the Rabbit Hole.
Yes.
Wonderland.
Alice in Wonderland.
Lord have mercy.
So, first of all, when we're making a scrunchie, we cut our fabric. I want to stress to you, any type of fabric can be used, okay? Any type. You can use cotton, you can use bullet, you can use satin, you can use stretch. Any type of fabric, okay? It does not matter what kind of fabric it is. It can be used to make a scrunchie. So, the one I have tonight is bullet. It is a 4-way stretch bullet fabric, okay? It needs to be at least 5 inches wide and at least 30 inches long, okay? At least 5 inches wide and at least 30 inches long. I'm going to see how wide this is going to be kind of extra large because it's like a 7.5 wide. So this one's going to be a little extra big, like bulky. The one that I made this one a little earlier from cotton. I sewed 2 cave strips together that I had to make it 5 inches and made it out of cotton. I just took this out of my hair. Yes, velvet is also a good option for scrunchies. All right, you also need 3/8 inch braided or textured elastic, which this is in your kit. Your elastic is pre-cut for you, but you're going to cut it. I'm going to cut this one because this one's a little wider. I'm cutting this one at 12, but you're going to typically cut these anywhere from 6 to 10 on your elastic piece. Depending on the way you're going to secure this is you're going to tie it like a balloon. So if you need a lot to tie a balloon tie, then you're going to want to cut it a little longer. Okay? Does that make sense to everyone? Y'all give me a thumbs up in the chat if you're still with me. Elena is. Good deal. So we know that our strips have to be at least 5 inches long. I'm sorry, at least 5 inches wide. And at least 25 to 30 inches long. 5 wide, 25 to 30 long. Does that make sense? So thank you, Melvina. And then, yeah, 10-inch elastic, especially if, like, when we're done running this through our circle, we're going to have these two pieces stuck out, and we're going to close it by tying it off like a balloon.
Or sewing it.
Or, I mean, you can sew it, but the way I close mine is I tie them off like a balloon. So if you need a lot to tie it off, you can make it up, you know, a little longer. It's totally fine. Because you can adjust how much you tie off once you're done and trim it if you need to. 3/8.
Braided, not graded, honey.
It's braided or textured. See how it has that texture? Braided or textured. Okay, for our next steps, we're going to the machine. Oh my, hit my machine. That was not good, y'all. Okay, that's pretty good.
I moved it back. There. A little bit more, unless right there.
All right, so now we're going to take the ends of our fabric and we're going to place right sides together. And on the two width sides, we are going to sew those together.
So the ends.
The two ends, we're going to put right sides together. And we're going to sew it with a nice 1/2 inch wide seam allowance. You want it to have a nice wide seam. Oh, I got to turn my seam up. Just a second, guys. Now, if your machine is kind of iffy about stretch fabrics, you can always use a walking foot, okay? The reason I want a nice wide seam is so that I can make it lay flat, okay? So the next thing, once I have these two ends sewn together, and this is laying flat, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my circle that I now have, and I'm going to lay it down flat, and I'm going to make sure, see how we make sure that that's nice and flat? Can y'all all still see, Mom?
Yes.
Okay. Now we're going to turn it over so that this seam is on the bottom. Okay. Now I'm just using this top of my machine as a little table for the moment. I'm going to pick up the first layer of my fabric and I'm going to start folding in my layers. Do y'all see how I'm kind of just wadding them up right here? Then I'm going to bring this side over to meet this side. Where those two seams are, we're going to let them meet. Y'all see that?
Mm-hmm.
Now we're going to go back underneath our presser foot. And I'm going to go ahead because this one I said I cut a little bit wider than 5. I'm going to go ahead and let it have a nice wide seam because it's not going to cause a problem with my project. If you're working on the 5-inch, you can take a narrower seam allowance and it's totally fine. Now, the important part is that part we wadded up in the middle, we don't want to sew that part. We just want to sew these outside 2 layers. Okay? So I'm going to start sewing. When I get right past that seam, I'm going to back tack a little just to give it some strength.
Leilani said you make everything.
Oh, well, yeah, kind of. So I'm going to sew down till I get about right here, and then we're going to show the next step. All right, now I'm going to pull open this area, reach inside where we have those scrunched up layers, and then up here I'm going to grab that seam because this is just kind of how I do it. And then I'm going to start pulling it towards me, okay? You're just pulling the inside towards you. See how that inside's still in there? Now, while my needle is still down, I'm just going to line those sides back up because now I have more over here to sew. Once I reach my point again, going to grab those insides, pull them again. Now I have more over here to sew. Is anybody lost? Mom, can you keep me up with the comments?
Yes, I will. I'll tell you if somebody says something.
And I'm just going in here and checking to make sure that none of those middle scrunched up layers got stuck inside my sewing. You know, we don't want it to get stuck.
Melvina said no, got it so far.
This burrito method makes it so simple. So now we're going to line those edges up again. And I try not to stretch my fabric too awful much. And see right here, my foot's kind of wide. I probably have the wrong foot on here. So I had to raise that up and smooth it out. And remember, this is the inside of your project. So if it doesn't look super pretty, that's okay. No one's going to see the inside of this seam. And again, we're just rotating and continuing to sew that seam. Now, we're starting to see our seam here. That means we're getting to the part where we sewed it together. So what we need to do is leave a turning hole. I like to say in a beginning, as a beginner, you need to leave about at least 3 fingers. So that's going to be to about right here. So I'm going to kind of just watch as I get to that spot. As I start to see that go under, I'm just going to back tack, cut my threads, and pull my project off. Now, we're going to go over here to insert the elastic so I can show you a little trick. Okay. The way that I do this is while it is inside out like this, before I turn this, I go through here and stretch it through like this. I get my 2 fingers through this entire project. Grab the end of that scrunchie, or elastic, excuse me, put it through the circle of your scrunchie. And now I'm going to tie my scrunchie, my elastic end, like a balloon when I can get my fingers around it.
Leilani said this part confuses her.
All you did was, here's your turning hole right here. You just haven't turned anything yet. You went back through the tube that you were pulling through when you were sewing, and you strung your elastic through it. If you use a bobbin, mine happens to be stretchy fabric, so I just stuck two fingers through it and pulled it.
Yeah.
Hey guys, sorry about that. I'm so sorry. I don't sew my elastics. I don't think they need to be sewn. I tie them just like a balloon. So I'm going to tie it really tight. And then I'm going to go like this. And I'm going to tug it really good. And then I'm going to trim those off. Okay? Just like that. Now, I'm going to go over here. I'm going to find my turning hole. and I'm going to pull my entire scrunchie through. And just like that, you have a super XL scrunchie, and your elastic's already inside, y'all. Now all we have to do is go sew this shut right here.
Everybody knows how to do that.
Now, I will tell you, the only secret I have to sewing these shut, I do sew it on the outside, but what I do is I take my stitch down to a 1 millimeter stitch so that it's super tiny and you'll barely even see it. I have a cream colored thread, which you would think it's going to stick out like a sore thumb, but let me go sew this down with a 1 millimeter and I'll show you. We're just going to, just like a top stitch, the only difference is I'm going to take that stitch length down to 1 millimeter, which means I'm going to sew for what feels like 10 million years to get a little bitty hole closed. What?
Do it, lady.
Do it, lady. Now, once I get it sewn, all I'm going to do is chop these little threads. Now, let me shake her out. Now, somebody tell me where we stitched that at. That 1 millimeter stitch goes right away. You've got a big enough scrunchie to double, should you need to. And it's beautiful bullet fabric. Like, how cute is that, guys? Is that not adorable?
And we have lots of different flavors.
Patterns. These sew up so quickly. You put these out on a table at a market show, they go quick. Kids who don't have but like, if you sell these for $5, kids who don't have but $5 will come by your table and buy these all day long.
Yep.
This is what kids come by because that's what their parents will give them the money for. Now, I'm not saying, like I'm not trying to be tactical, but realistically as resellers or as people who craft and sell, this is something to think about.
Yes, you can, Leilani. A kid's is 5 to 6 inches elastic, and the fabric I think would be like half.
It would be 18. You would measure to 18, and it would still be by 5. They're still just as wide. They're just less as long. And remember, this one was extra long. So this is what they would call an XXL scrunchie, and these are super popular right now. These are like an XXL. Now, if you wanted to make minis are super simple, same exact process. You just adjust the size, okay? Remember, anybody who wants to watch this live again, it is on our YouTube channel. So even if you do not purchase a kit tonight, you still can go back and watch this live. That's not a problem. I'm sorry my shirt is dirty. I have some sort of stain on it, but you know what? I craft in my house shirts, so... So anybody who purchases tonight, obviously you'll have a link to watch the video again, but even if you don't purchase again or tonight, you can still, my ice machine shipped. Woohoo! Sorry, I got a little excited there. You can still, go back and watch this on our YouTube channel. And if you're ever interested in us having a kit or throwing it together for you, all you have to do is let us know. For now, I'm going to start out tonight by showing you what scrunchie kits I have made up. There is enough in the scrunchie kits for 2 scrunchies. And just as an FYI, if you're teaching someone how to sew this Christmas, and you're interested in that, then those gonna move. Then this is a good project, okay? This is a great starter project. All right, the two scrunchies in this one are Cheetah and Brown Dolly and Black Dolly, black and white, with the signature. So each kit is going to run for 15 seconds. And you get the fabric and the elastic you need to make the two scrunchies. So that one is $6 going now. This is a summer fun one. We've got both watermelon, seeds, and the rind. Sometimes this bullet fabric gets pretty slippery. Going now, seeds and the rind. This is very pink, by the way. It comes through a little bit different color, but it's very pink. And guys, if no one's interested in a scrunchie fabric, totally fine. We can move on to bag kits. Just let me know. Another awesome summer bundle. We've got Bomb Pops and Honeybees. Bomb Pops and Honeybees running now. It's bullet fabric. They are 5 by 30. The strips are 5 by 30. It's a 4-way stretch bullet fabric. This one is a jersey or t-shirt knit. And I believe these are both. This is a 1-way stretch, the pink polka dot. And this is a 2-way stretch, the blue leopard. Very pretty prints. Dolly. All right. This one's nice, ladies. If you're a friend or a lover of country music, we've got the king himself, George Strait. Get you some George Strait scrunchies. There's 2 identical scrunchie sets in here for George Strait. And they're like real life pictures, which is kind of a nice one. Not like, you know, cartoonish. I mean, you certainly don't have to use this for a scrunchie. You could use it for anything you wanted to, but that's what I cut them to use. All right. I think nobody wants a scrunchie, so we're going to move on. I do have a cotton and one that's not. Oh, and I do have a Fooey Louie baton that's like a black. It's bullet, but it's Fooey Louie. I don't know if anybody's interested, but I'll run a Fooey Louie. It's 2 pieces of Fooey Louis Vuitton black for Louis Vuitton scrunchies. Louis Vuitton. Louis Vuitton. All right. I also have 2 pieces of cotton. These can be used as scrunchie as well. And last but certainly not least, I have, this is a pink satin. Vintage satin from Burlington, actually. And then I have a green. This one has a little bit of stretch, but not a lot. It's like a, I don't know how to explain it, iridescent or whatever green. So you get those two. And they make like XXL scrunchies. Whew. Thank you for looking. All right. So now let's talk bags. Because I have bag kits. For those of you who don't know, we have a YouTube channel. And we sell kits that make some of the bags that we make. So let me show you some of the bags. And I'm going to pull up our channel so you can see it.
No, those we don't have kits for those.
No, we don't have kits for those just yet, but I will show them
before we go off.
Okay, so first of all, this is our channel on the U to the Tube. Okay. Now, if you say, well, I bought a kit from you, Broken by Design, and I don't know where to go in order to sew that kit. Well, you're going to go to our page, and right up here at the top, you're going to see playlist, and you're going to click on that. Okay. Sewing tutorial lives. You can see that right there. If you click on that, you're going to find a listing of all the different tutorials that we have up. Okay. So if we have a kit for it tonight, there's a listing in here for it. So when you purchase a kit, that video is available for free on YouTube for you to go watch. Thank you, Jan. That's very sweet. All right, let's take a look. First thing I'm going to do is show you the bag, and then we'll take a look at kit options. Mini top handle. Oh, no, I need a different one. This one's a mini. It's not the right size. Sorry, guys. He got the wrong one. Get another cosmetic bag as well. Is that iPad charging?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, because it just didn't look like it was connected. Thank you, baby. You get the one you got didn't have foam, and it looked kind of floppy. All right, this is a mini top handle tote. This is what it looks like. So the kits I'm about to show you are used to make a bag this shape, this size. Okay? Super cute. They have a handle, a zipper, an inside that's fully lined, and they're absolutely, positively adorbs. Totes adorbs, you guys. Totes adorbs. Okay? All right. First kit. Let's take it down. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Mini top handle tote. Here is what we're looking at. Oh, I forgot about this one. Here's your handle. Beautiful yellow. Gorgeous. Look at those florals. Are you kidding me? Wow. Outside or inside, you could choose. Paired with the yellow, you also have a handle and enough to cover seams. These kits are $8, ladies, and it is running. Gorgeous, gorgeous kit. I can't remember if I have a written pattern for the mini top handle.
I don't think so. We have the cutout thing, but we don't have it written.
I think I do. Yeah, this is a beautiful kit. Y'all are passing up a good bag.
You also get the zipper that goes with it.
Oh, yes. I will coordinate a zipper and put in with it. You will also get the zipper and zipper pull. I apologize. If you're new here, you might not have known that. But you do get the zipper and zipper pull. All right. We've got a Hocus Pocus mini. Oh, I actually have one of these made in there, and it's so cute. This exact bag is in there made. Here's your handle fabric. Inside batik. And look at that super cute Hocus Pocus fabric. Y'all, we're going to blink and it's going to be Halloween.
No. It's going to be cold outside.
Thank you, Miss Becky. I appreciate you, love.
I'm doing her job.
I think she's doing yours, so.
Where's mine?
All right, next up.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Art Gallery fabric, Little Red Riding Hood. Here is the handle. And look at this inside. Oh, here's the mini that you just bought, the one that I made, Becky. How totes adorbs is this? Is this not the cutest thing ever? Oh my gosh, I just love them. They make the cutest little project totes out there. This is the inside of the Alice in Wonderland print. Not Alice in Wonderland. I'm losing it. Little Red Riding Hood. And the inside and the handle. So, Robert Kaufman's Space. I just think this one's super cute. Running now. Hello, Tracy. Thanks for looking. We've been making new bags, y'all, and it is so exciting. Again, if you're just popping in, you will get the needed zippers to make these totes in your kit. So this is the handle and inside fabric. This is a vintage K facet for the outside. Running now. This one I think is cool because it could work for a young man or a boy. I think because the colors, it works well for either gender. Thank you for looking. I know my 10-hour workday is starting to catch up to me.
Nope. And we haven't even eaten.
No, no. Oh, I love this one. All right, here is your inside. It's that what is it called? Cornflower blue. And look at that. Look at this little bird. Y'all see that little bird pattern? Now, here's your outside. It is a vintage Cranston lovebird print on deep dark blue. Vintage Cranston. That's your handle and your inside. Running now. Again, you will get the coordinated zipper and zipper pull in order to make this bag, and it is on our YouTube, the entire tutorial. Thank you for looking. Here we go with another case. This one's gorgeous, though. Absolutely stunning. Beautiful. Beautiful K facet. Outside, inside, handle. Going now. this over here. I'm going to make this one. I think it'll do better. Oh, this was a really popular print. Look at this, y'all. Phenomenal. Look at those colors. Oh my goodness. This has extra here for your handle. And this is also your insides. Again, your zipper will be included and coordinated along with the pull. They're easier to store if we don't have the zipper in the bag because it doesn't bulk it up in the little Ziplocs that we keep them in. Keeps them from, you know, they press down pretty flat if they're in this. This one's so adorable. I actually made this bag and have sent it out because it sold. So here's your handle, your outsides, what I envision as your insides. Gorgeous, gorgeous stuff going on here. Very, very pretty. Sorry guys, we can't do nothing but yawn tonight. Apparently. All right. This is a Kaffe Fassett, a very, very beautiful Kaffe Fassett with an inside batik and a batik handle. Running now. Is anyone interested in finished bags that we have made? We've ran them in a couple shows, but nobody was interested in the actual finished bags. And we do have some new styles. So if y'all are interested in seeing those, we're happy to show them. Hi, Blondie. Welcome in. We got some goodies. All right. Here is a Debbie Mum and handle and inside. Debbie Mum, handle and inside. Obviously, you would get your zipper. Let me just grab that tag. Mom, can you model these? Hold them up.
Which one?
The ones that are larger.
Yeah. Those two?
Well, the ones in the closet too. All right, let me get this turned around real quick. I still have plenty of these to show and run if anybody's still interested, but when something goes slow, we kind of pivot because we try to make the most of our time on here. All right, so first up in the bags is this cute little Hocus Pocus. These are super adorable, and this is our top handle mini. Pin it. And all right, that one's going if anybody's interested in her. I said pin it. Gosh, Mom. Okay, nobody on Hocus Pocus. All right, Mom, show us what you got. First one up is Robert Kaufman cherries with a black polka dot inside, 30-inch handles, 2 pockets inside. on one on each side, and it is a boho bag. Can you show them how it hangs? These are shoulder bags, and they are $35. Well, I'm just doing one at a time, Mom.
Oh.
Cherries are running if anybody wants cherries. Thank you for looking. Next shoulder bag we have is Marshall's Dry Good Floral. Beautiful blue floral, y'all. Look at that blue. Isn't that gorgeous? Inside pockets. Amazing. 30-inch handles. These are $35 and they're running now. That one's running. Mom, no. No, ma'am. All right. This is a new style bag. We just made these. Mom just finished this one. Super cute. This one is a smaller version of what would be a shoulder type bag. No internal pockets of any kind, but does have a snapped closure. Quilted, has a nice foam interface, so it does stand on its own. And this one is a $15 bag. And she is running. This is a good little Sophia bag right here. Nice, beautiful satin stitch quilting on that. Beautiful satin stitch. Thank you, Blondie. Congratulations. Congratulations. She's a cutie. You're going to love her. She's good. Let me see and I'll do it. Mom's snivelly, y'all. Sorry.
Sorry.
All right. Next up is a Tula Pink. These are less wide, so they're not as wide as the bag you just looked at. Can you show it from the side, Mama? Yes. So this is the width, guys, on these. It had a 4-inch panel here. They have also been quilted. This is the new Floral Reef by Tula Pink. I did this crazy stitch on here that looked to me like coral out of the sea. So this is the seashells. It also has the coral reef inside. No pockets on this, but this would work really good to carry or store like a laptop. It has shorter handles in the center and longer handles out to the side. And these are going to be, scoot it back a little more. These are going to be a $20 run. Give me just a second to get it started. $20, sudden death running now. This one is the Tula Pink. It came out really cute. I did a wave stitch on the handles and I loved it. Thank you for looking. Next one is another bag with the same style. So it's made in the same style, just with different fabrics. You're too close. Huh? You get too close and I have to pick it up. So we have inside handles. I'm pointing and they can see my, okay. Inside handles that are smaller, the larger outside handles. There's a full quilt here. We turn it around from the side. Also a more narrow bag, fully lined on the inside, but again, no pockets. There's a look on that inside. That is a gorgeous liner though. And then we'll do an up close on this one so they can see the print. Gorgeous floral. And she did a floral stitch here on the handles. So this one will also be a $20 run. Running now. Super cute. And these are just a really pretty, I don't know. This is our newest style bag. And I'm liking them a lot so far. I do think we're kind of still working this pattern out, and I do think we're gonna widen the side panel. So we'll see how that goes. But I do think we are gonna widen that side panel. All right, next up is this is a Hoffman, California, very hyper realistic floral. Hyper realistic floral on this mini top handle tote right here. Okay. Give me just a second. What is going on? It's like not letting me.
Oh, we're not connected to the internet. My phone says no Wi-Fi.
Well, the thing says I have. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, show's on.
Well, like I can't start an item. Let me go. Maybe what an issue. There we go. Sorry guys. I don't know what happened there. I apologize. Something was weird. It wouldn't let me start an auction. The brown and blue, I ran it, but it did it not run on y'all's side? Tracy, I apologize. If it didn't run on y'all's side, I'll rerun it. I ran the Tula and the brown and blue. Oh, okay. Just a second and I'll run it again.
Which?
The brown and blue, I believe.
That?
This one, correct, Tracy? Can you pull it towards you? You keep making me move off the table. Okay, give me a second. There you go. That one's running. You can put it on the table, Mama. I just... Sit it down. You're good. Thank you, ma'am. It's Tracy Thomas's. That was really weird. It was Whatnot, because it did it on the computer and it did it on this.
Well, my phone had a big thing come up, a white square, and it said, "You're no longer connected to the Wi-Fi."
Oh my Lord, our internet has been a mess this week.
I hope it ain't tomorrow, Lord help.
Ingwald, welcome in. All right, next up, super cute. Look at this, guys. How adorable is this? Is that not the cutest little cosmetic tote you've ever seen? Look at that. Isn't she adorable? Strawberries for days. Strawberries gets to run.
Hey, Miss Tracy.
For.
I look a mess, but
no, you don't. You look beautiful, Mom.
She just put me on there.
$10. $10 cosmetics.
You want this?
What, Mama? Yes. Oh, okay. Here we go. This is another new style that we're doing. It is a clutch bag, and it comes with that key fob on it. Now you see what I mean, don't you? About being so close. So it comes with that key fob clutch on the actual zipper. They are lined inside, but they are just a small wristlet clutch. We've been doing these at 20, but I'm going to run it at 15. So 15 going for 10 seconds, sudden death. That's from the Jane Austen line. I think it's a Moda. Thanks for looking. Next up, we have a Hemingway set. It is by K Facet. It is the K Facet Dark. It is 3 bags, all for $1 money. And it is the small bag, medium, and it's got a beautiful batik inside. Look at that batik. It's gorgeous. Tonight we're going to do this set for $20. That's the cheapest I've run that, by the way. $20 running now. All 3 bags, one money. Whatnot gets the best deals on my bags, guys. I'm just telling y'all. If you're an Alexander Henry fan, I have a treat for you. Here's a Hemingway that is the Gas Steels B. We turn around back because it's on the back of the back of the big bag has a big B, and then up in the top corner you have a partial B face. Really nice bag. The fabric alone to replace this bag will cost us $50. So I'm running the bag for what it will cost me to buy another fat quarter of the fabric. And I totally get it. Some people would never buy this for that, but whatever they are, right? I just know it's Alexander Henry and it's the Gasleys. It is what it is. It's running if somebody wants it. It's super cute. You get all 3 bags. Mom actually made this for herself and then didn't end up keeping it. So, super adorbs. Thank you guys for looking. It's just one of those that kind of gets put in and then, you know. This one is that gorgeous blue, bright blue Marshall's Dry Goods Floral. Very pretty fabric. Gorgeous batik on the inside. Or this one doesn't have the batik. This one has the solid. Has a batik handle, doesn't it?
Yes.
There it is. I knew there was batik on it somewhere. So batik handle, $10 running now.
1/2 is batik.
Yeah. Thank you for looking. We have a cosmetic bag on the table that is an out-of-print Tanya Whalen from when she was back with Clothworks. Inside is a beautiful pink. These are going normally at $12, but we're running it for $10 tonight. Running now, $10. Beautiful quilt on that. Classically quilted Tanya Whalen cameos. Thank you for looking. Guys, we go through these quickly because that's the beauty of it. This one is a Scrap Buster bag that I used strips on. You can see we typically sell these at $12, running them at a discounted rate of $10 tonight. This one's a larger size cosmetic bag. Has more to offer, lots more room, boxed bottom. It is made from batting, which makes it a softer texture. Funnel bags, dude. What you doing? Sorry, guys. Matt's supposed to be doing the part and he ain't doing it, so. All right. You can open it up, Mom, if you would, because it's like, needs to be pushed out on the corners. It's like flat. This one is another cosmetic. Super cute. It has a beautiful inside. Look at that inside. And this one comes with a bow, a puffy bow. I love it. $10 running now. Cosmetic. And she pretty, Becky. She's pretty. Thank you, beautiful friend. We love it, and I know you will. I made 2. Next up is a top handle mini tote that is gilded unicorns. The inside is a gilded coordinate that is as mind-blowingly beautiful as the outside of these unicorns, guys. This is the ultimate little girl bag right here. That has gilding on the inside, gilding on the outside, multicolored zipper, batik handle. It's a good one, guys. It's running now. Gorgeous piece. We have a beautiful Tula Pink Coral Reef cosmetic bag. Very nice. Average size for your cosmetic bag. Inside is a solid. We've got the outside in that anemone print of the Coral Reef of Tula Pink. Very beautiful purple. Thank you for looking. This is from our Clutch series. It is a Texas University of Texas Longhorns clutch and key fob. The inside is a coordinate fabric, and it is sewn with a super shimmery burnt orange thread. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it is Longhorns all the way. This one runs for $15 going now, and it's just a wristlet clutch with a key fob. Wristlet clutch with a key fob. You can flip it around, Mom. It has a different. Yeah. Thank you for looking. Full size top handle tote. Harry Potter. All of the house crests are on the front. The inside is also a Harry Potter coordinate print. The outside has a satin stitch quilt with every color of the houses being represented in the satin stitch. This runs for $20. It is going now. Very nice bag. If you are a Harry Potter fan, this is a wonderful bag. This one has faux leather and patchwork. It is a really nice black faux leather on the top. It has a patchwork on the bottom. Very cute bag, running for $10 tonight. Going now. This one is a large top handle tote. It is made with Kaffe Fassett fabric and Tula Pink polka dots from the Roar series on the inside and the handle. This is one of my very most favorite prints from Kaffe and the recent printings. I'm loving some of these designs. It is a full-size top handle, and we're going to run it for 20. 10 seconds, sudden death, running now. Very beautiful, very purple. This one is a super cute, it really is just a flat cosmetic or flat bag that I made from batting, just to see kind of how it would work for a clutch. We did do a decorative stitch, didn't we? Yeah, I did. I did a decorative stitch on it, on one side of it. Came out very pretty. I thought about making it a clutch and then ended up just leaving it. I'm going to run this for $8. $8 starting now, going 10 seconds, running. This is a coral reef top handle mini tote, Tula Pink, and it has Tula Pink hexes on the inside. Running now, $10. Already ran one. That's fine. We're good. This is a different quilt and satin stitch on the Tanya Whalen cameos. Has that bright pink satin stitch. Sorry, my words get jumbled when I get to talking. Bright pink inside. It's running now. $10. Cosmetic bag. Next up is a full-size top handle tote with a scripted writing print. Very antiqued, beautiful. The inside has a gorgeous batik. Absolutely phenomenal. This one is a $20 start. Running now, 10 seconds, and she's going. Thank you so much for looking. Let's do that Hemingway. We already did the strawberries.
There you go.
And one final Hemingway set. This is also Tula Pink Floral Reef. I believe it has the coordinate inside. No, polka dots inside. Pokies inside. And you get all 3 bags, one money. This one I'll run this one tonight, $20. All 3 bags, one money. Thank you for looking at them. All right, guys, is anyone interested in seeing any of the other kits? I don't like to leave if anybody has shipping and they want to see something else. Just shout it out in chat and let us know. If not, we'll hop off for the evening. Not a big deal either way, I promise. Guys, we really appreciate y'all coming in and hanging out with us. We hope you enjoyed learning how to make a scrunchie. We enjoyed being here with you and showing you what we knew. We will be back in the actually tomorrow night, we should be on doing destashing the bead collection again. We have a lot of glass beads, a ton of,
I may have to work late.
Ton of pins and other stuff like pin beads as well. So Matt and I will definitely be here. Mom may be working, but we'll be here. We're going to do a raid. Let me get a raid going here. It looks like we've got Like It, Swap It on doing quilting fabric. Oh, Tularific. Tularific sounds great, guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Stick in the raid and show the next seller some love. We thank you very much for all your purchases. Becky, thank you. And I hope y'all have a great day. Tracy, we thank you.